Hola. Hi. I've got a new selfie stick that was a beautiful gift from my lovely friend Veronica. Thank you so much. It's really cool, but that's not what I want to talk about today, but I thought I'd mention it. I wanted to talk about certain narratives that or belief systems that come more from the spiritual realm that I hear quite often and which I personally find a little bit dangerous. So, the idea of soul evolution. There's this idea about that there are different souls incarnating to Earth, that there are the young ones, the adult ones, and so on and so forth. And so the people who are maybe less empathic or do things that are, let's take it to the extreme, really toxic, are the young souls, and it's not their fault. So here's why I find that incredibly dangerous, that whole narrative. First of all, I really think we should look at why do we need to over-explain things so much? Is it because we don't want to really feel what's going on and look at the situation here, right here in this life, right now, and maybe looking more at it, I don't know, with the information we have from psychology, for example. I think that there are things that we just simply don't know. Of course, we can have a belief, but we don't know. We don't know. It might be true about the soul evolution, but it might not. And I personally have come to the conclusion that there is a huge freedom in finding the courage to embrace not knowing and embrace the mystery. And I find that a much more spiritual approach, to be honest, than explaining away things, stating them as truths, as some people do. Some other people are, of course, very aware of having those beliefs. And if that belief is really helpful to you, we all do what feels good to us. And I have been at a point in my life where I was very open towards these narratives and kind of believed them myself. I just find, so the dangers of this is that I find it can lead a little bit to an arrogance, like, oh, I'm this mature, evolved soul, and the other ones don't know what they are doing. So that's one that's, I think, a little bit dangerous. And the other thing is, which maybe goes into the same thing after all, is kind of excusing people's bad behavior with, oh, they're just a young soul, it's not their fault. Whereas when you look at certain things, for example, people who are really toxic, and you can find a lot of very valuable information about this. Just look at Dr. Ramani's channel, for example. She's brilliant when it comes to antagonistic personalities. It's kind of, now I lost my thread. Oh no. I think it's about really seeing what the other person is doing and holding them, if you have to, holding them accountable, or move just away versus just saying, oh, this is not their fault. Because often, those people are quite aware of what they are doing. There are not completely ignorant. And some of those people are very, very able to switch on the empathy button when needed and to switch it off again. So I think it's not as simple. We need to stay away from simplifying things and explaining them away. I know, I totally get it. It's very tempting. It's so tempting. It seems like, you know, let me explain it away and then I don't have to deal with my emotions anymore or deal with the discomfort of it. And I just want to encourage all of us to look more, you know, at the patterns. At the patterns of people are behaving, at our own patterns that might not be so helpful to us, and to see where there are maybe certain things that are true or that we can explain, and other things that where we maybe can just embrace more. I don't know. Okay, what do you think? Are you believing into soul evolution and higher vibrations and co? Or what's your perspective on this? I would love to hear from you. Join me on the journey from hiding to thriving as a multifaceted artist and creative entrepreneur. That's Anja. Have a lovely rest of the day. Take care. Bye-bye.